My name is Richard Hecht. I work as a forestry manager with the Bavarian State Forests at the Forestry Education Center in Laubau. Today, I will explain how to fell a tree using the safe felling technique. This means the tree is held in position with a securing strap until it has been cut through. The tree is not permitted to fall until I cut the security strap. Before I begin felling a tree, I must first inspect it. I inspect it to see whether it's bent in any direction, or if there are snags or dead branches in the crown of the tree that might cause danger. That's not the case here. The tree is standing straight and is healthy. There were quite a few hazards in the vicinity, which I removed in advance. All the dead wood you see lying on the ground here was deliberately felled in advance, so that they can no longer pose any risks. Next, I choose a direction to fell in. I'm looking for a suitable gap for the tree to fall into. In this case, that's this way. It will fall through here. I also have to think of the timber transport, making sure that the tree can easily be collected after. Before I begin, I still need to clear my immediate workspace. I remove any obstacles that I might trip over. After that, I clear my escape route. That's the area I retreat to when the tree falls, so that I'm absolutely safe. Now, the workplace has been cleared. I can move around freely. My escape route is cleared too, so I can safely move back there when the tree is falling. The next step is to make the notch. You make the undercut in such a way that the direction of felling is aimed exactly at the gap you picked. The notch is now correctly made. Before I continue, I have to check the felling direction. I want it to fall exactly into the gap I picked. There are several ways to check this. One of them is to use a caliper arm, as I'll show you now. You place the arm exactly at the meeting point of the two cuts you made. In technical terms, the bottom cut and the top cut, on the so-called hinge. Using the caliper arm as a line of sight, I can see the exact direction the tree will fall in. If it's not correct, I have to make a correction to my notch. You must at all costs avoid a tree getting stuck. Removing a hanging tree is a lot of work, and it's usually dangerous as well. The notch is ready, and the direction of felling is correct. The tree is healthy and it's standing straight. The next step is to make sapwood cuts. This means we remove 2 to 3 centimeters of sapwood from both sides of the hinge, so the tree won't burst open so easily. The sapwood cuts are done. The felling cut is next. You can place a mark where the felling cut should end. You draw a line like this on both sides, and you can use a special marker or your chainsaw. If you have a lot of experience, you can also work without markings. The notch, sapwood cuts, and markings are now done, so I can make the felling cut. What sets the safe felling technique apart is that you make the felling cut as a bore cut. That's because in the back area, this area here, we're placing a holding strap. That strap holds the tree in place. That's why I have to make a bore cut first. I first pierce the tree with the chainsaw, finishing the hinge. Then I move the chainsaw back, keeping the strap quite narrow, as it's only there to keep the tree in position. After that, I make a wedge. I can then determine when the tree falls by cutting the strap. But before I do that, I have to make sure there are no third parties in the danger area and make a warning call.
Obacht!
And then we start. This is what makes this cut special. All the cuts have been made, the hinge is fully formed, but the try is still firmly in place. I'll cut the securing strap next. It can't fall until I do that. As you can see, the tree stayed in position until I cut the strap. That's the aim of the safe felling technique, and also its advantage. Let me illustrate it for you. The strap was roughly in this area, so the tree simply could not fall. That's the advantage of this safe felling technique. It was very easy to see. I cut the strap, causing the tree to move a little, and only a small push was needed for the tree to finally fall over. When I use the safe felling technique, I have the following advantages. If I misjudged the tree and the tree begins to tilt unexpectedly, I'm under pressure to finish cutting the tree when I don't use the safe technique. There's no time pressure when using a strap. On the other hand, I should mention one disadvantage. I must be able to make a bore cut. That means I should be able to stick the blade into the tree and know where the tip of the blade is in the cut. So I need to have quite good control of the saw. But if you can do that, this cut is definitely a good option. All right, now it's time to prepare this tree.